So, looks like it's another modern day human companion. Yay. Hello, I'm Phil, welcome to my channel where I like to talk about all the geeky pop culture that I enjoy, and last night I was very much enjoying the Doctor Who New Year's Day special. And if you stay till after the credits on watching it live on television, you got a special little extra teaser for the next season where we were introduced to Dan. Although he didn't say Dan in the actual thing. I got that from somewhere else. But his name is Dan, and he is the new companion, apparently, and he's played by John Bishop. So this is just a very quick video talking about what I feel about this casting, what I feel about what we know about the character so far, and what maybe some predictions about what might happen going forward. You'll have gathered from my intro that my main gripe with this is that it is another human companion from modern day Earth. Probably. I mean, I suppose there's a chance that he's not from modern day Earth, but just near to modern day Earth. Like, maybe he's from the 90s, but I doubt it. He's probably modern day. He's probably from 2021, as when the episode is set that he gets picked up in. And I just think, would it be too much to ask to have a companion that is either from the future or from the past? Is that too much to ask? Because almost every single companion that has stayed on for more than one episode, apart from Captain Jack, is from present day Earth in the modern era. For the last 15 years, that is all we've got. At least in the classic era, we got, people from the past, people from different planets, people from the future, a mixture of different types. Yeah, they all looked human, but, they were from different places and had different perspectives. And I just really want to see that in Modern Who. But that is my main gripe. It is the only gripe I have with this bit of news. I have generally avoided the negative. I've heard from secondhand that there's been some negativity around this casting. I don't have that at all. I think John Bishop is going to be a great companion. If I don't know what people's concerns are because I haven't massively looked into it, I'm guessing that one of them might be that he is more well known as a stand-up comedian. But we've had Catherine Tate, who's a comedian. We've had Matt Lucas, who's a comedian before, and they both did fantastic jobs in their respective roles in Doctor Who, in their respective companion roles. So I'm not worried at all that he's a comedian. We've got that precedent. In fact, arguably, Catherine Tate is a much better serious actress than she is a comedian. So I definitely don't have any problems with that. And I specifically don't have any problems with that with John Bishop because I have seen him acting before. I've seen him in things. I've seen him particularly in a TV show called Accused, which you definitely should check out. It's an anthology series. He's in one episode of it because it's a different cast every episode, as it's an anthology series. It's from about maybe 10 years ago, maybe a bit longer, something around about then. But he was really good in it, and he was playing a completely serious role. So he can do serious acting, and I am absolutely sure that he will add both that and a bit of humour where appropriate to the next series. So what do we know about this character so far? Well, we know we can piece together that he's a new companion. Although they've not used those exact words, why would they do this kind of introductory to someone if it's not a recurring main character of the show? This is the kind of thing they usually reserve for just Doctors. Or maybe they've done especially the introducing bit, but they had the intro sort of little short film thing for Bill Potts when she started, and they wouldn't do this for just someone who was a guest star. At least I hope they wouldn't, because if he turns out just to be a guest star in one episode after this, boy, is that going to anger a lot of people. It looks like the character is a painter, decorator, builder type person. He's clearly in this little film on some kind of job with a mate or a colleague and doing up a house or something along those lines. So that's kind of going to be his background. It looks, like I said, to be set. He looks like he's from the modern day. My one main gripe with this. What else do we know? His name's Dan. We found out from a statement by Chris Chibnall that his name is Dan. And in that statement, it also says he's joining the TARDIS, which definitely says companion, doesn't it? That's not just guest star either. So, although nothing official has actually said he's a new companion, all the wording, all of the framing of this definitely implies he's a new companion. So, looking forward to that. I mean, there is a chance here, given what Christian was set up before, that there is a small chance that he turns out to be one of the Doctor's former incarnations that she doesn't remember. That's a possibility. I don't think they'll go down that route, but it's a possibility. Might happen. Never know. It could turn out. What might be interesting is if it starts as us thinking they're just a new companion, that Dan is just a new companion, and then we get a reveal that actually it's another Doctor the whole time. That could be interesting. I don't think they'll go down that route, but it's a possibility. I'm going to put it out there, and if it turns out right, I'm going to be going, I called that in this video a year ago or whatever. So what does this mean for the companion team? I imagine I certainly have seen some people online before today expressing the want that it would just be Yaz and the Doctor travelling solo from now on. People thought the companion team was too big last time. They wanted a two-person companion team. They wanted the space for Yaz to develop because she hasn't had enough development so far. All perfectly valid concerns, but I was always hoping for a new companion. I was kind of hoping, like I said, somebody from the future. I thought the kid that came back with them from the future where they were fighting the Cyberman, the kind of youngish, older teenager, maybe he was about 18, 19, something like that. That character I thought would have made a good companion. So someone along those sort of lines. So I've always wanted another companion. I agree, maybe a companion for 3 companions was too many, but I think 2 is a good number to have. So I was always on board for that. So what will we get? Because filming has indicated, we already knew John Bishop was going to be in the next series. We thought he was just going to be a guest star in the Sontaran episode, which is set in Liverpool, which is where his character seems to be from, because the opening shot of that is in Liverpool along the docks. So is he not in the first couple of episodes? Because the Sontaran episode, I don't believe, is the first episode of the series. I think it's slated to be 3 or 4. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong there, but I believe it's 3 or 4. And there has been a shot of Yaz and the Doctor on filming location. People saw Yaz and the Doctor coming out of the TARDIS, but not with John. So maybe he joins in that episode. So maybe we do get a couple of episodes of just Yaz and the Doctor, dealing with the loss of Graham and Ryan. I say loss, they haven't died, but dealing with the fact that they no longer have them to travel with anymore, and getting that couple of episodes in to develop Yaz a bit more. That will be quite good. And so maybe we'll get that. Maybe we'll get that first. And I think that will be quite good. And then we can introduce this new character, Dan. And then we can have what I've talked about in other videos, Yaz being this kind of mentor figure and a kind of showing the ropes to a new companion. That's something we haven't had in the modern series. Really. I mean, we kind of had it in one episode with Rose and Adam, but that was kind of it in terms of showing the ropes of how being a companion works. So I think that would actually give Yaz a bit of an opportunity to do something, and to that she can latch onto as a purpose to guide this new companion in the ways of travelling in the TARDIS. That could be really interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing that, because I've wanted that as well for a while. So overall, I'm quite positive about the casting, just not particularly who the character is. I'm going to keep harping on about it. I wanted somebody from the future, or maybe the past. Anybody that wasn't just a modern day human. Please, next time, Chibnall, whoever's in charge, next time we need a new companion, please give us somebody that's not a modern day human. Please. I suppose we kind of had Nardole, I guess. But in terms of John Bishop himself, I think he'll work brilliantly. I've got full confidence that he can pull this off and be really entertaining. and also dramatic when he needs to be. You know, that people always seem to hark on about the fact that light entertainers get cast and they doubt that they can do it. But, you know, like I said, we've had Catherine Tate, we've had Matt Lucas, we've had even Bradley Walsh got a bit of it, even though he had an acting pedigree. He also is a light entertainer, and people therefore held that against him initially. But he was the best companion out of the lot of them for the last 2 years. So definitely think that John can bring something to it. I think his sort of deadpan delivery will be a refreshing change to the TARDIS team and something new to work with. I think it could work. Work in both a comedic and also a serious way. I'm going to make a prediction that he meets the Doctor through something to do with his work. Maybe he goes in, he's working on a house or something as his capacity as a builder, decorator, whatever, that has been commandeered by aliens, Sontarans perhaps, as a base of operations, and therefore he comes into conflict with them, he comes into contact with them, and thereby via the Doctor. That's my prediction on how he meets the Doctor anyway. On a side note, Christmas Day, John tested positive for COVID. I saw this article when I was Googling about half an hour ago, and on Christmas Day him and his wife tested positive for COVID, so I don't know how that's affecting filming if he is a new companion. Hopefully he recovers quickly, not just for so that they can get on with filming, but obviously because for his own benefit and his wife's benefit as well. Hopefully he gets a speedy recovery. Look, let me know what you think about this casting reboot, and also the character of Dan, what we know about him so far. Do you like the sound of the character? We don't know much, but from what we do know, do you like the sound of it? Or, like me, did you really want something a bit different this time? But also, what do you think of the casting of John? I think he's going to be great, but what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that jazz for more Doctor Who news and discussions and all that sort of jazz on this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.